How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me. I guarantee it's me, Simon Smith, and I'm back with the Classic Wrestling Review. This Classic Wrestling Review is a Royal Rumble 1995, which I don't know why I decided to watch a Royal Rumble again so soon after watching the Royal Rumble 2005. But I did, and I figured might as well just make a review. Vince and the King open up this pay per view, which they're on commentary duty tonight. Uh, they have Pam Anderson doing segments throughout the show backstage, and for the main event, for the WWE for the main event or WWE Championship, one of them is I think believe she's sitting at ringside. Anyway, you know, opening match, Intercontinental Championship. Razor's champion. Jarrett's with Rhodey. Rhodey attacks Razor's knee, and Razor gets counted out. Jeff gets on the microphone and says, "Hey, if you're a real champion, you wouldn't let it end that way." The rep restarts the match. Uh, Jarrett ends up picking up the win after working on Razor's leg or knee. Um, then we have the the first Pam Anderson segment followed by the Jeff Jarrett interview, which was just talking about how he became uh, Intercontinental Champion. We have IRS versus the Undertaker. I know Undertaker's this legendary figure, and I'm a huge fan of him, and I have much respect for him. This just wasn't one of his better matches. Undertaker does pick up the victory. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, ends up seriously earned afterwards, and Undertaker stumbles to the back. After the match, King Kong Bundy even attacks Undertaker. After that, we have the Diesel and Bret Hart interviews about their championship match later that night. Which is coming up next, and neither one of them had a comment. During the match, Shawn Michaels ends up beating up Diesel. Owen comes in and beats up Brett. It ends up being a draw because the ref can't keep the outside interference out of the way. Um, which leads us into another Pam Anderson segment. I used to think she was hot. Then I'm like, all she is boobs. Um, next up is we have the 1, 2, 3 at Bob's Sparkplug Holly interview about having being able to replace the smoking guns in the tag team championship match to determine the new champion because the tag team championships are vacant, which leads into a match between them and Bam Bam Bigelow and Tataka. $1 Million Man's at ringside with Bam Bam and Tataka. Another crappy match. Uh, you know, uh, one of the few ones that did actually, I believe it didn't have any interference, but one of the only matches that didn't. Bob Holly and 1, 2, 3 Kid pick up the victory and become tag team champions. I don't know why they had a tag team championship match on after the WWF championship match. I think the championship would be more prestigious than the tag champion, so it's a main belt for the men. Next up is a Royal Rumble match. It starts with Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog. Other than really King Kong Bundy, who was a little bit older, and maybe Lex Luger, who wasn't quite there. Who else could have won that match other than Bulldog or Shawn? We all know Shawn ends up getting thrown over the rope, and only one of his feet hit the floor while Davey's celebrating. He ends up hitting the Bulldog uh, off the second rope over the top and winning, and it's announced that only one of his feet hit the floor. You know, I watched this as a kid growing up, and I thought it was a good pay per view. Now looking back, it's not as good as I remember it was. That is it for today's review. Until next time, please make sure you spread peace and love. I love you all.